Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of PLA with myself, Nick, and Bruno. We've got two questions today. One dealing with a body corporate or homeowners association, and the second one is a utilities question. We'll do the first one with obviously yourself, Bruno, and then we'll just jump into the second one with Nick. The first question, Bruno, goes as follows. Can the body corporate or homeowners association insist on residents to comply with the following? The following is as follows. We would like to inform you that the South African Police Services will be conducting patrols and thorough inspections on our premises. This initiative aims to ensure that no illegal substances or drugs are being sold or used within our community. And the second paragraph goes, in light of this, we will also be conducting unannounced inspections to maintain the high property values and uphold integrity and image. We are committed to ensuring that our community remains safe and free from harmful activities. Bruno, would this be legal?
So inspections by a body corporate and an HOA of private property is completely unheard of. HOA and body corporate, generally, I mean, I've never seen any rules that allow the body corporates or HOAs to ever go onto private property and do random inspections. Now, first of all, we do need to distinguish between body corporates and HOAs because that distinction is very, very important. So with a body corporate, every person or owner owns their own section or unit. In the HOA, everyone actually has a freestanding house. So there is no real, no common property as per the normal definition. I mean, sometimes there are parks or something that can be owned by the community in general, but typically the roads are still public, everything's still public. Whereas with the body corporate, in the sectional scheme itself, the common property actually belongs to the body corporate as a whole. Now, why this is important is how it gets dealt with from a security perspective differs. So with a body corporate, for example, the trustees will make certain decisions for the basically for the benefit of all the owners. These decisions have to have a rational and a justifiable cause behind them. So anything that goes beyond that's tantamount to infringement of rights will obviously it won't be enforceable and can actually be contested at CSOS or a court or wherever it might be. Now, again, a body corporate actually doing their own inspections and appointing their own people to do inspections is very different from the police following the normal Criminal Procedure Act. And in terms of the Criminal Procedure Act, a law enforcement officer can, for starters, they can be on public roads. There is absolutely nothing that stops them. They can use the opportunity to check whether anything illegal is happening on those public roads. And if they have good cause to believe, so obviously I'm not a criminal lawyer, but there is a level of suspicion that's necessary where they can actually act without a warrant, where they can invade somebody's premises because there's suspicion of some sort of criminal activity. So in a HOA, and this is why I made the distinction between the two, in a HOA, these are technically still private roads. So even though they're blocked off, the police they're able to go in and out. They're allowed to go in and out under most circumstances unless any of those roads are private. In a body corporate, slightly different. But again, if the trustees do feel that there is something criminal that's taking place and they call the police are entitled to come onto the property. And again, now they're being given access to the property. So it's not as though the trustees are in themselves trying to resist the police from coming through and arguing that the police have no rights to be there. The police are now on the property and being given access to it. The next question is, can they infringe a private individual's privacy? And again, it comes back down to the Criminal Procedure Act. So it's not a question over the body corporate now allowing them to enter a unit and allowing the police to search the unit. The body corporate's not entitled to do that, and neither is a HOA with freestanding properties. But if the police feel that they do have some form of cause, then absolutely you can't stop the police. You can obviously challenge the administration component of it, but that obviously obviously falls within the normal scope of, again, the Criminal Procedure Act, whether a proper process was followed and laying the necessary complaints with the necessary state organizations.
Absolutely. So, yeah, thank you very much for that advice there, Bruno.